kind of weakens the deck a bit. But wait! No! What is this? Nobody told me about. Hello, Duelists! Rustmarrow here, and today we're going to be opening a box of Duelist Pack Legend Duelist 5. I think this is a pack that most of us have been looking forward to, and as you guys can probably tell by the cover, and most of you guys should probably already know already, but this pack is actually going to feature the villains from the respective Yu-Gi-Oh seasons with one for each season. And yes, we are starting off with an evil hero used by Supreme King Judai, and the evil heroes are definitely the cards I'm looking forward to the most in this set and the ones that I most want to pull. First we have evil hero Malicious Devil, followed by the Sun Dragon Inte. This is going to be a reprint for Rex Goodwin's Earthbound Inca deck. Then we have a Predator Plant, the Rostofilm Hydra. For Arc 5 we have Yuri as representation. Next we have Zoma, the Spirit of the Dead. This is going to be for the Yami Bakura. Oh! And in the very first pack we just got the ultra rare that I wanted the most from this pack, and here we have Evil Hero Malicious Bane. So to fusion summon this card, the materials will be one evil hero monster and a level 5 or higher monster. This card can only be special summoned by the effect of Dark Fusion. This card name's second effect can only be activated once per turn. First effect, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Wow, even though it's just the level 8, it already has a very sick self-protection effect. And I mean, coupled with its stats, that's really good already. During your main phase, you can destroy all monsters on your opponent's field with attack power equal or lower than this card's attack. This card gains 200 attack permanently for each monster destroyed by this effect. After you activate this effect, you can only declare attacks with hero monsters until the end of the turn. Wait a minute, isn't this a bit too sick for like a level 8? That is insane. I mean, the second effect's restriction isn't even much of a restriction at all. Like, with such powerful effects, I would expect him to at least have like some lower stats, like maybe a max of 2.5k attack and some lower values of defense, but then he has 3k both. That's crazy. And anyway, an awesome reprint here, Dark Necrofear from Yami Bakura, Supai from Rex Goodwin's deck, I believe. Here's a trap for Rex Goodwin as well, Invitation of the Earthbound Spirits. And here we have a... Oh, this is a super rare, and it's gonna be a Predator Plant spell. And let's take a look at our rare first, and this is going to be Evil Mind. Now let's take a look at this super rare. So this is Predator Practice. You can only activate one card with this name per turn. Special summon one Predator Plant monster from your hand. After that, search your deck for a Predator card other than Predator Practice and add it to your hand. After you activate this card until the end of the turn, you can only special summon fusion monsters from the extra deck. Wow, so this is a pretty nice support card for Predator Plant. I would say on a whole, I think Predator Plant is the archetype in this pack that I'm the third most hyped about. Most hype would definitely be, as I mentioned earlier, the evil heroes. Second most hype would be Yami Bakura's deck, and third would be Predator Plant. Here we are starting off with a reprint of Death Caliber Knight. I believe this is for Yami Bakura as well. Another Sun Dragon Inte, Predator Plant Sandeo Kinji, followed by Dark Fusion. That is definitely a reprint, only as a common. And here is a rare field spell for evil heroes, Castle of the Supreme King. Alright, now moving on to our fourth pack. So far we've got one ultra in our first pack and then a super in our second pack. That's a pretty awesome start. And here moving on, wait, what is this? Diabound Colonel. Okay, if memory serves me, this was used by Rex Goodwin. It's a reprint from 5Ds. Here we have Supai and Star Venom Fusion Dragon as a common reprint. Awesome! I love the Dimensional Dragons from Arc 5, and even though it's just a common, sometimes it's really cool to get like a card that used to be like ultra rare or really foiled as a common reprint. It's quite cool to see them like that sometimes. Here we have Dark Calling, followed by Death Sentence. This is going to be new support for Yami Bakura's Destiny board deck. Now moving on to the fifth pack. Oh, we're starting off with an evil hero, Malicious Edge, followed by the Red Ant Ascatol for Rex Goodwin. And here is a Predator Plant fusion, Predator Plant Dragostapelia, followed by Junk Puppet. This is going to be for Force deck from Gaol, the Gimmick Puppets. And finally, a rare support card for Yami Bakura, Dark Spirit of Malice. So yes, wow, I mean, actually just pulling this box is really fun to open because all the cards inside are just so cool. Like, there is no one archetype here that I'm like really neutral about, except maybe Rex Goodwin's deck. All the rest are pretty interesting and nice to look at from the characters and art as well. And here we have another evil hero, Hell Gainer, very nice. And here we have the Priest of the Sun for Rex Goodwin, another Star Venom Fusion Dragon reprint, Predator Planter. I don't think I need to say what deck that is for. And here we have the other spirit for Yami Bakura support, the Dark Spirit of Denial. And moving on to another pack. What other cards? I think if it's possible, I'd really... Oh, wait a minute! Earthbound Immortal Wiracocha Raska? Like, I think this is the first time I'm pulling this card in Japanese, because back during the 5Ds era, I was still collecting the TCG. I had Wiracocha Raska and like Ultimate Rare in English, but wow, so awesome. I didn't know they were reprinting the Earthbound Immortals in this set as well. Anyway, we got Wiracocha Raska, we've seen Sandale Ginji, Predator Blast, Quick Play, and Dark Occultism. I believe this is a super, yes, and we got another copy of the Dark Spirit. I think this one is Malice. And let's take a look at our new super rare support card for Yami Bakura. This card name's first and second effects can only be activated once per turn. First effect, discard one card from your hand to activate this card. Select one Destiny board or one level 8 Fiend type monster from your deck or graveyard and add it to your hand. So that is firstly a very nice search for either of the Necrofears or your Destiny board. Second effect, banish this card from your grave to activate this effect. Place any number of Destiny board or Spirit Message cards with different names from your hand or graveyard at the bottom of your deck in any order that you like. After that, draw the same number of cards from your deck. This effect cannot be used the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. So yes, that is a very nice support card for the Destiny board strategy. The first effect, of course, first lets you search out your Destiny board when you need it, and then the second effect, if your Destiny board has been wiped out once, you can use it to basically retry by sending back the Destiny board and Spirit Messages into your deck, as well as gaining some draws to pump up your advantage. And anyway, here we have Evil Hero Hellblatt, followed by Gimmick Puppet Magnedol, and Predator Plant Dorosifrum Hydra again, then Dark Sanctuary, followed by another one of Yami Bakura's spirits. I believe this is the Dark Spirit of Denial. So far we have got 3 foils. How many? It looks like we're about halfway through this box. Anyway, another Malicious Edge, Gimmick Puppet Necrodoll, Gimmick Puppet the Wooden Horse of Death, and here we have Zoma again. And what is this? A trap card called Predator Planning, but I just want to point out a moment how beautiful the artwork on this card is. It just looks really awesome. Gonna put it aside and continue on with our box opening. So let's take a look at our foils for a moment. We've got one from Evil Hero, one from Predator, and one for Yami Bakura's Destiny board deck. Here we got Hell Gainer, and now the Moon Dragon Quilla, Gimmick Puppet Humpty Dumpty, of course, Dark Sanctuary, and followed by Predator Prime Fusion. I think that's a new quick play fusion for Predator, if I'm not wrong. Not too sure if it's a reprint or a new card, because even though I really love the designs of the Predator Plant cards, I've never really had a chance to play them properly or like study the cards. Here we have Hellblatt, another Inte, and now number 40, Gimmick Puppet Heaven's Strings. Really awesome to pull it as a common reprint here. Zoma, and our second and I believe final ultra rare for this set is going to be the Super Earthbound Priest. This card name's first and second effects can only be activated once per turn. First effect, if you have a synchro monster on the field and a synchro monster in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Second effect, during your main phase, you can add one Earthbound Immortal monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So wow, a search for any Earthbound Immortal. Third effect, if you normal summon an Earthbound Immortal while this monster is on the field, you can make your opponent's life 3000. Wow. So that is a pretty nice support card for Earthbound. I mean, I think back in the day, Earthbound was like a little bit more popular, especially during the time of 5Ds, but lately, it hasn't really seen much play based on my experience. So hopefully this will give it a chance to shine a bit more. And here we have Malicious Devil, Hydra again, the Invitation Earthbound, and yes! Yes! This is definitely one of the cards I wanted to get the most from this set, even though it's just a super rare. Now let's look at our rare first. Duelist Puppet Parade. I think this is a new card, and our super rare is Evil Hero Adjuster Gold. And as you guys can probably tell just from the pose, this is like the evil counterpart of Elemental Hero Captain Gold. And I just love it when like the Elemental Heroes get evil counterparts in the Evil Hero archetype like this. It's just so awesome. I really hope I get the Evil Hero version of Necrofear as well, though I'm not sure what foiling level he is in this pack. This card name's first effect can only be activated once per turn. Add 1 Dark Fusion or 1 card that lists Dark Fusion in its text other than Adjuster Gold from your deck to your hand. So already an epic effect. The original Captain Gold helped you search out Skyscraper, which I mean was pretty good if you're playing back in the GX era against other GX level decks without all the new support. But I mean nowadays Skyscraper isn't really that relevant of a field spell anymore. But in contrast here we're getting a search for Dark Fusion, which is like one of the most important cards in this Evil Hero deck, so that's an awesome effect to start with. Second effect, if you don't have a fusion monster on your field, this card cannot attack. So, well, a pretty simple restriction. It shouldn't be too difficult to bypass. Although as I mentioned in my Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution playthrough, I just feel like heroes are a bit like crippled now because they can't get multiple heroes on the field without having a Link monster. Supai and Sundew Genji, Dark Fusion again, and Perform Puppet. Hold on, did I say? I meant it's quite difficult to... Well, you basically, heroes can't really spam fusion monsters anymore. Because you'll have to use Link monsters in order to make up more extra monster zones in your field, and without that you basically only have 1 slot. So that kind of weakens the deck a bit. But wait! No! What is this? Nobody told me about this. Guys, I'm pretty damn sure this is a ghost rare, and if it is, this is the second ghost rare that I've pulled on YouTube and in my entire career as a Yu-Gi-Oh collector. The text here reads Thunderbolt, but I'm sure you guys can tell from the card artwork that this is none other than a ghost rare reprint of Raigeki. Wait a minute, wait. Nobody told me about this at all. I am just going to slowly put it down and let's get to our final pack. Wait, what just happened? What just happened? Dude, seriously? Okay, let's see what we get from this final pack. Earthbound Colonel, Supai, another one of those fusions, Junk Puppet, and we're ending off with a rare Gimmick Puppet, Terror Baby. And well, that is a seriously creepy looking card. And wow, that will be all for this box opening. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like and let me know what you guys think about these brand new cards and reprints in the comment section down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG product and booster box openings on the day of release. Our next release is going to be for a villain from Reigns in the form of Revolver. On June 22nd, we'll be getting Structure Deck Revolver. So make sure you guys subscribe if you don't want to miss it. I literally still can't believe that we pulled this piece of magic right here. I'm just gonna show it to you guys for a bit while longer and then I'm gonna put it down so I can quickly get it sleeved up. And with that, hope to see you guys in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Let's go and look ahead. Our chance and